Hello everybody and welcome back to Paranormal Contact. Just a little new thing for the channel today. We're going to do a little 20 questions. So with me today I've got Corinne from our Ghost Reel.
Hello.
Say hello, Corinne.
Hello.
And yeah, we're going to try and just get to know Corinne a little bit better. So this is just for fun. If Corinne doesn't like any of these questions, she'll just go, I'm not answering that. And we'll move on. So Corinne, my first question for you.
Okay.
What is your favourite paranormal investigation that you've ever watched or been involved with?
Oh, that's a really hard question, actually.
We'll start with the difficult ones.
Yeah, okay. So probably one of my most favourite ones is one ages and ages ago that I watched, which is actually another YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Called Paranormal Quest.
Okay.
And they went to a place in America. I can't actually remember what the place is called. That's really helpful, isn't it? But it was really, really spooky. And they got like a whole lot of stuff there.
Yeah.
And I remember watching it. And I think that was when I was like, oh, that, you know, this is something I quite like.
Yeah. Oh, great.
Because obviously, you know, when I was younger, I actually hated like horror movies and things.
Yeah.
So for me to actually do this is quite funny.
Good. Well, that's interesting. Okay. So what's your favourite piece of equipment that you use when you're doing investigations?
I think if anyone knows me, they'll know cat balls.
Cat balls.
100%. I've got like 1,000 of them.
Okay. And what is your favourite app that you've ever seen or used doing investigations?
I haven't used many, to be honest. The one I tend to use is one that's done by Amy's Crypt, which is called Ghost Tube.
Yeah.
And I have had some really interesting things on there.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I tend to kind of stay away.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Yeah. Now this ties in with what you said earlier.
Hey.
What's your favourite horror movie?
Brilliant. Whoa. I have to go for one which is very, 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 very old. And actually, it's one that I watched pretty recently because I'm scared of horror movies. But the
Ghost Hunter's scared of horror movies.
But the Amityville Horror.
Cool.
Yeah, I watched that very recently. And well, I have to say, I hid behind the cushion for like 20 minutes.
Great.
But I did enjoy it.
When was the last time that you felt really scared?
Oh, that's also a really good question. Probably the last time I felt really scared was when I went to I have to think, sorry.
It's all right.
When I went to probably the abandoned care home. Yeah. That I actually felt scared.
Yeah, I remember that episode. Was that with you and Dave when you thought you had those people up there?
Yeah.
It's funny, isn't it? Real people can be more scary than
100%.
spirits.
100%. That really freaked me out.
Okay. So at what age did you really think you become interested in the paranormal?
So I think I've always been really interested in the paranormal. Mainly because when I was younger, I had an experience and I thought maybe, I don't know, I thought maybe no one would believe me. So I didn't really, you know, say it very much. But as well, I've had a few experiences in my life where people in my life have died. And then, you know, I felt that they're there in certain situations. So I think for me, it's always been there. Cool.
Straightforward, yes or no?
Oh, I love it.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
Do you think you've ever seen a ghost?
No.
No? Okay. Now we're going on to some of the more out there questions.
I like
so we're sat here tonight, right?
Yeah.
Suddenly a light appears in the sky. Great big alien spaceship comes and lands just there.
Nice.
And the door comes down and it opens up and you're invited to get on it. Are you going to go on?
No. No, we're going the other way. At least we're aliens thing. Nah, I've watched too many alien movies to know.
You're not going to get on board then. Okay. And sort of carrying on that theme a little bit, do you believe there could be life on other planets?
I do. I believe that there must be something else out there, just because we cannot be the only living thing in the entire universe.
Right. Now, do you think Bigfoot is real? I love this.
I love the question. Where do I begin? I have to be honest, no.
That's okay.
I believe that it's legends. I believe maybe there's a person back in the day that maybe, I don't know, went around wearing a costume.
Cool. That's cool. So you're not a big Bigfoot believer then? Crazy.
Sorry, no.
What's the craziest thing you have ever done on an investigation?
Oh, okay. That's kind of a hard question.
It is. It's a good job we didn't ask it after the investigation tonight, isn't it?
Okay. So, the craziest thing I've done.
You can pass if you can't think of anything at the moment.
I can't think of anything at the moment.
Okay, we'll pass on that one. Okay. Tell me about a person you admire from history.
Oh, again, that's so hard. I've got so many. Can I have like an entire piece of paper? Oh gosh, I've got to choose one.
Just one.
Just one. Okay, Richard III.
Richard III.
I know that's so controversial.
No, that's fine.
People can be like.
And then we're going back to a bit more spirity thing. Do you believe people can be possessed by a spirit?
Again, to be honest, no.
Okay.
And again, that's very controversial.
Yeah. What's your favourite haunted place that you have visited?
Ooh, I love these questions. I love these. My favourite place has to be, okay, can I mention two?
Yes. Yeah.
Brilliant. So again, the abandoned care home.
Yeah.
Hands down. Yeah. Hands down. Was one of the best places.
Yeah.
And then secondly is a church that I actually went to very, very recently. If you haven't watched my channel, then watch it. You'll know which one I mean. That was yeah.
You enjoyed that?
Oh, I loved it.
Cool.
I loved it.
Cool. Who do you think built the pyramids?
That's a really good question as well.
Just your personal opinion.
Yeah. Okay. I think. Well, obviously the pharaoh didn't.
Well, that's it. Obviously, you say, but a lot of people still think that
true.
It was built by Egyptians. I'm not so sure it was.
I'm not sure. There might be because obviously there was a lot of civilizations around at that time, and I think maybe there was another civilization that maybe we don't know about so much.
Yeah.
That came and helped.
We're on the same level. Similar beliefs to me. Okay, what's your favourite music genre?
I want to say pop,
yeah.
But again, I go through stages.
Yeah.
So at the moment, it's techno.
Techno?
Because I'm like going back to 2000s.
Cool. Did you ever watch Scooby-Doo as a kid?
Oh, I did. I loved that. I did.
And who was your favourite character?
Actually, Daphne.
Daphne, yeah, okay.
She didn't really do much, but I loved her.
And do you think there are other dimensions on this planet that we live in?
That's a hard question. I think maybe there could be things like a veil, if you like, between sort of life and death. Yeah. And maybe that there's sometimes that overlaps.
Yeah.
But whether or not there's like an entire dimension,
you don't know.
Don't know.
Okay. Fair enough. And the last question, it's a difficult one.
Oh no.
Okay. What's your favourite chocolate bar?
actually need every different one. I'm a chocoholic. It's going to take a while. I have to go through them all in my
You've got to
head.
pick one. You're only going to get one. You're going on a desert island. You can take a box of them. But you can only have one. What's it going to be?
Okay. Then I'm going to have to go for Aero Mint.
Mint Aero. Controversial choice.
That is, I know, I'm so controversial. This is probably the thing to take away from this, is I'm so controversial.
Okay, that's your 20 questions, Corinne. I hope you enjoyed that. And thank you very much for doing that for us. It's much appreciated.
Welcome.
So, I hope you've all enjoyed that little insight into Corinne from Argos Real. And it's a good night from us now from Paranormal Contact. Take care.